The animal of the day, March 21st, is the extinct sea scorpion or the genus name Eurypterus. Type: Eurypterid. Diet class: carnivore. Average lifespan estimated to be 3 to 20 years depending on size. Size: up to 2.5 feet or 0.8 meters in length. Weight: up to 4 pounds or 1.8 kilograms. Population status currently March 21st, 2025, extinct. Population estimate: none, extinct. Native lands: the supercontinents of Laurentia, Baltica, and Gondwana. Primary habitat: warm coastal waters, estuaries, lagoons, and tidal flats in marine environments, but possibly brackish and fresh water as well. Main predators: Dunkley osteus, acanthodians, other eurypterids, and sharks. Diel activity: unknown. Species age: emerged for 130 to million years ago and extinction occurred for 118.1 million years ago. Notes: the sea scorpion is an extinct genus of Eurypterid that lived during the Silurian period and is the most well-studied and well-known Eurypterid. The sea scorpion genus contains 12 recognized species and 2 debated species, with the type species, who was the first Eurypterid fossil discovered, and the state fossil of New York, Eurypterus remips, and the debated species are Eurypterus minor and cephalaspis. All sea scorpion species possess spine-bearing appendages and a large paddle they used for swimming. The largest arthropods to have ever existed were in fact Eurypterids, with the largest known species, Echolopterus rhenania, reaching up to 8.2 feet or 2.5 meters in length and between 300 and 440 pounds or 136 to 200 kilograms, about the size of a crocodile. However, the sea scorpions of this genus never reached that size. The sea scorpion type species remips is usually 5 to 8 inches or 12.7 to 20.3 centimeters in length, and lacustris, a larger species, average 6 to 9 inches or 15.2 to 22.8 centimeters in length. However, a single telson, the posteriormost division of the body, of a sea scorpion specimen reached a length of 5.8 inches or 14.7 centimeters long, indicating a specimen of almost 22 inches or 55.9 centimeters long, being the largest sea scorpion specimen ever described in literature. In the introduction page of remips on the website of the University of Texas at Austin says the largest specimen ever found was 4.3 feet or 1.3 meters long, currently on display at the Paleontological Research Institution of New York. However, the text section describes the group Eurypterid itself rather than a specific sea scorpion, and is therefore not possible to determine the context of whether the 4.3 foot or 1.3 meter specimen was actually a remips fossil or another Eurypterid entirely. A sea scorpion's body is broadly divided into 2 parts, the prosoma and the opistosoma, which is further divided into the metasoma and mesosoma. The prosoma is the forward part of the body, being composed of 6 segments fused together to form the head and the thorax, and it contains a semicircular to subrectangular plate-like carapace. Sea scorpions possess 2 large crescent-shaped compound eyes as well as 2 smaller light-sensitive simple eyes near the center of the carapace on a small elevation. Underneath the carapace of sea scorpions resides the mouth and 6 appendages, usually referred to in Roman numerals, with each appendage being composed of 9 segments, known as pedomers, labeled in Arabic numerals, and the first segments which connect the appendages to the body are known as coxae. The first pair of appendages for sea scorpions, appendage 1, are the chelicerae, small pincer-like arms used for tearing prey apart during feeding. After the chelicerae there are 3 pairs of short legs, appendages 2, 3, and 4, which are spiniferous, with predominantly 2 spines on each pedomer, and with the topmost segment having a single spine, with the last 2 segments often being indistinguishable and give the appearance of a single segment possessing 3 spines, which are both used for walking and for capturing prey. Appendage 5 is the most leg-like of all appendages, being longer than the first 3 pairs and are mostly spineless except at the topmost segments, and the last pair, appendage 6, is 2 broad paddle-like legs used for swimming, with the coxae of appendage 6 being broad and flat, resembling an ear. The opisthossoma is composed of 12 segments, each consisting of a fused upper plate known as a turgid and a bottom plate known as a sternite, which is in turn subdivided. The exoskeleton of these sea scorpions are often covered in small outgrowths known as ornamentations, which include pustules, small protrusions, scales, and striations, and can vary between species, which is used to identify discovered fossils. Until recently, Eurypterids were thought to belong to the class Merostomata along with the order Schiphosura, which would have placed sea scorpions with horseshoe crabs. However, it is now believed that Eurypterids are a sister group to Arachnida, arachnids being closer to scorpions and spiders than to horseshoe crabs. The oldest known sea scorpion species is Eurypterus minor, which was discovered in Llandovery of Scotland, and it is believed that minor diverged from Dolihopterus macroshaeris. Modeling studies on sea scorpions' swimming behavior suggest that they utilized a drag-based rowing type of locomotion where appendages moved synchronously in near horizontal planes. An alternative hypothesis for the sea scorpion's swimming behavior is that individuals were capable of underwater flying, or subaqueous flight, in which the sinuous motions and shape of the paddles themselves acted as hydrofoils, which were enough to generate lift, which is similar to sea turtles and sea lions. It is estimated that a small sea scorpion species could swim 2.5 body lengths per second immediately, while larger adults are hypothesized to achieve subaqueous flight as previously mentioned, and that adults would then have a maximum cruising velocity of 9.8 to 13.1 feet per second or 3 to 4 meters per second, slightly faster than turtles and sea otters. These sea scorpions were generalist species, likely to have engaged in predation or scavenging, commonly preying upon small-bodied invertebrates like worms, utilizing their massive spines on their front appendages to both kill and hold prey while using their chelicerae to rip off pieces small enough to swallow. These sea scorpions may have also exhibited cannibalistic behaviors. Examinations of the sea scorpion's respiratory system has led many paleontologists to conclude that they were capable of breathing air and could walk on land for a short period of time. Every day is a new animal, so subscribe for more.